having a wonderful week. Welcome back to the vlog. This week I am going to chat to you about some of my fabric favourites. Now obviously running a fabric shop I shouldn't have favourites, but I'll be honest, I do, and I thought I would share them with you with some suggestions on patterns that you can pair them with. We've got some beautiful fabrics in, and I know I often get asked what patterns you can put with our fabrics, so today I'm just going to show you a selection of them and give you some suggestions. Before I get started, I should show you what I'm wearing, and this is really special. So a lot of you will know a lovely lady called Athina Kakou, who is part of the Smiley movement, so SMYLY, so makes you love yourself, with another lady called Hattie van der Kron, and they did an Instagram challenge last year and then released a magazine, and then have released quite a few patterns, and Athena has also got her own business where she does other types of patterns, but has just launched her first dress pattern, and she very sweetly contacted me and asked if she could name it after me. So if she could have the Sheona dress or the Sheona shift dress, and she showed me the design and I loved it. So yeah, meet the Sheona dress. That's what I'm wearing today, which sounds a little bit strange, but it is a really simple jersey dress, but there's 5 different variations. I'm going to stand back, let me drop the camera down a second. So there are 5 different variations of the simple shift, including a top version and including one I've made with little narrow ruffles on the sleeves, and if you can see just on the hem, I'm wearing tights today because it's 18 degrees and raining, so you won't have to listen to me moan about the heat wave. Let me just pop that back up. So yeah, you can find out all about the Sheona dress pattern, all the different variations. Athena's done a vlog which I will pop up here. You can buy the pattern, it's a PDF download on her website, and you can also find out on Instagram, and I'll put all the links down below. It's a really versatile, quick pattern, and you guys know how much I love sewing with jersey fabrics and stretch fabrics. If you want any tips, because this is the perfect pattern for beginners, I did a vlog, actually last week's vlog was top tips for sewing with jerseys, so I'll pop that up here too, and I know Athena's got some tips for this dress. But yeah, there's loads and loads of different variations and hacks and things that you can do with it. I made I think I made a size 16, and then I just graded it in a little bit at the waist, it's a little bit more fitted, but I've got loads of ideas for things that I want to make with this. But for now, I'm conscious of my camera battery and I want to show you all the gorgeous fabrics, so I will show you what we've got in at the moment that I've got some really exciting pattern ideas for, and they're all down here. So I'm just going to grab, what should I grab first? What do you want to see? I'm going to start with these. So these are, I'll show you a couple of the colours. These are these amazing 100% cotton twills. So we've got them in quite a few, ooh, don't throw the fabrics. We've got them in quite a few different colours. We have got, this is the petrol colour, and I'm going to hold it up and hope that the camera focuses in, and you can see there is the lovely twill weave. They are Japanese, they are 100% cotton, they've got very little stretch, so you get a tiny bit of stretch just from the movement of the twill weave, but other than that they are, there's no elastane or anything in them, so they're perfect for things that you want to make where you don't want them to bag out. So things like the True Bias Lander pants, I will pop a picture up there, because if you use something with much stretch they will bag. The Closet Case Jenny overalls, don't let the buttons Cleo, excuse me, they would all work perfectly for that. We had a few other colours but they've now gone, but we've got this soft blush pink, which is just perfect for a pair of the Jenny overalls. I'll pop a picture of them up here because I think they've actually made the sample up in a a sort of pink twill very similar to this, and we've also got burgundy, which is very similar to the sample on the front cover of the True Buyers Lander pattern, and we've got navy down there as well, plus the petrol. So yeah, really high quality, wash really well, wear really well. They're a nice bottom weight, so won't show off your lumps and bumps, and yeah, just a really good quality twill weave. We've also got quite a few more Japanese cottons, and I'm not going to show you all of them because there are quite a lot, but they're all in the new arrival section on our website. So we have got this Geo Star print, and I'm going to hold that up to the camera as well so you can see. We've got this in 3 different colourways too, and I just love it. I love the colour combinations, I love the geometric design. Sometimes you don't want florals, you just want a nice striking print. And can you see this sort of almost like slub linen texture that's woven through them? We've got those in a few colours. Again, they would be great for something like a pair of wide leg trousers. They don't have any stretch in them. They'd make an amazing Clio dungaree dress, and we've got those in 3 different colourways. You've got the coral, the purple and the turquoise. Love them. I also saw one of our customers made an amazing everyday Lisa & Co everyday skirt in the turquoise version, which looks brilliant. I don't know if I've got a picture of her. If I have, I will pop it up here. I'll ask her and I'll pop it up here. But yeah, cotton, I think once you start sewing, and you've been sewing for a little while, when you first start you sew with lots and lots of cotton, and so I'm just stroking this because I love the colourway on this. I might actually take the white balance down a little bit on the camera because I think it is blowing everything out a little bit. This is a lot brighter than it's looking. Hold on. There we go. That is a little bit better. So this is another one of the Japanese cottons, and it is slightly bright. I think it's because of where I'm standing. I apologise. I'm under a light, and I think it's just kind of over exposing it a little bit. It's a bit of a brighter green than you can see there. But yeah, I think when we first start sewing, you use lots and lots of cottons because they're so easy to work with. They press well. You can make nice dresses with them. And then I think once you've been sewing for a little while, you get a little bit, I don't want to say sniffy, a little bit sort of superior about using quilting cottons or sort of heavier weight cottons, and you kind of go off that. And actually I found that I'm now coming back to them for certain things because you just get some really beautiful prints, especially with these Japanese ones. The quality of them is so good, you can use them for loads of different things. We did a class on Wednesday where they made some gathered skirts, really simple, out of some of these cottons, and they looked so effective. I think I might actually make a few for my upcoming holiday. We've got these in like vibrant pink patterns, we've got some lovely navy prints, all different. And yeah, I'm just kind of going through a bit of a cotton revival at the moment. Does anyone else still sew with cottons and quilting cottons, things like that? You could use these for other projects as well, so bags and even cushions and things if you wanted to, but they're not super heavy. As I say, you can easily make skirts and dresses with them. I think this would look lovely as a by hand London and a dress. And in fact, if I can find the time, I've got a week and 1 day until I go on holiday, maybe I'll make one. I think realistically chances are slim, but you never know. And that pattern works really well in cotton because it holds its shape, and because you've got the panels, yeah, the structure from the cotton is really lovely. Okay. Whenever I do these videos, I just create chaos around me underneath the camera. So I'm piling stuff up and I'm already screwing up my poor fabric, so I will sort those out in a little bit. Next up, I'm going to show you, we've had a really lovely delivery from Dashwood. So obviously Dashwood do beautiful prints, again, really gorgeous quality, and I think I'm a little bit in love. In fact, I think I'm a lot in love. These are stunning. So these are needle cords, So they're a really soft, lightweight corduroy, 100% cotton, and look at those prints. Very sort of vintage inspired, so soft. I also love it when I do these videos and I hold things up to my face and I think I want to make that. I will hold it up there so it focuses in and you can see. Yeah, really on trend. Love that with the blues. Really lightweight. This would be beautiful for a shirt dress like the Tilly and the Buttons Rosa shirt dress. I have made a couple of versions in needle cord out of that, and I am very tempted to use these to make another one. And I'm saying these because we also have a slightly different print and colourway. Whoa. So where the avalanche happens, hold on, there we go. And that is this one with more sort of brown and red tones, if you're not as keen on the blue, or if you love both, like I do. I think this has got an even more sort of like vintage retro feel to it because of the colours. But again, you can see you've got that really soft, really fine nap from the needle cord. This would also, or these would also make really lovely moss skirts by Grey Line Studio. Again, I'll pop a picture up here. That's a relatively simple pattern, but it has got a fly front and it's got a really nice finish to it. So if you were looking for a pattern to kind of step up from the everyday skirt or that kind of simple no closure skirt, the moss skirt is a really good one. And the needle cords, because they hold their shape but are still soft, work really well. So yeah, I love those. I'm trying to decide, which one do you think? Oh, I think I could make a skirt out of this one, and then I would make a dress out of this one, the blue. Yes, I'll add that to my ever-growing list. We've also got some really beautiful rayons in from Dashwood, and they don't normally do rayons. These are newly printed, and they are just beautiful. And one of the main reasons why I love them so much is because they help you show, or they help show that rayons, look at that, how gorgeous is that drape, and it's a really good weight as well. So yeah, they really help show, because of the prints that they've gone for, that rayon and viscose doesn't just have to be for summer, they work really well in the winter as well. If you want to wear tights, some rayons I do find, in fact I find with a lot of fabrics, rayon or otherwise, you can get a bit of static with your tights, but I just wear a slip underneath. And yeah, you've got these soft greys and these mustards and that really lovely print. These would make, well, they'd make so many beautiful things. I'll show you a couple of the other designs as well. It's a very sort of muted, understated palette, but I really love it. I think this one might be upside down. Yes, it is. This one's directional, the others aren't. But this has got a really soft grey and soft pink accents on there. Really lovely. Sorry, that was weird. I could see something at the corner of my eye. There's a truck reversing downstairs. Really lovely. Any kind of pattern that calls for drape and movement, so like the Nina Lee Q dress, the Sew Over It shift dress, the Sew Over It Doris dress, the new Tilly and the Buttons Seren dress. Pop a picture of that one up here. That would be really nice, and this would be a really nice way to make it more autumnal, and you could wear a little cardigan with them. And we also got it in this mustard print, which I always said I couldn't wear mustard, and then obviously I'm wearing this. This is a slightly more gold mustard, and this is obviously a little bit brighter, but I still think it's really lovely. And mustard is showing no signs of going anywhere. It's really in fashion, on trend if you like, and again it's got that little nod to vintage. But yeah, they're a really good weight, so you could make dresses out of this. You wouldn't need to line it. Really lovely, and a really good way to still keep that kind of drape. I'm having a terrible hair day today because it is raining, so I got wet when walking into the from the car, which is the downside of looking at yourself in the viewfinder. So I won't. I'll carry on and focus on the beautiful fabrics, which is what I should be talking about. But yeah, really, really good way to get to keep some nice drape and movement in your wardrobe through the autumn and winter months, because it doesn't have to be all sweatshirts and jumpers and jersey. And I'm going to show you some other viscoses that we've got that will work really well as it starts to get a little bit colder as well. Bear with me. Okay, so some of you might remember this print, and if you've been following me for a while, you will know how much I love this print. This is the very iconic cobra corsage, so you've got that really striking designer inspired print with your dark florals and your snakes, your cobras, and there are a few bugs on there as well. And I'm a person who doesn't like bugs, but I adore this print. I made a dress, I made a sew over Eve dress from the cotton lawn version of this for my 30th birthday, but now I wish they had had this viscose, because this would have been even better. The print is bolder and more vibrant. The viscose is actually, I'm going to hold it up so you can see the texture. It is one of our viscose crepes, so with that real textured weave, which again gives it a really nice weight, but you've still got that drape, and yeah, it's really, really lovely. And you could make so many things from this, but I think I might would it be really bad for me to make the same dress but in a slightly different base fabric? Because I just love it. I'm gonna have a little think. I might make the new Tilly and the Buttons Seren dress actually out of this, because I really, really want to try the pattern, but this print I think will work really nicely and make it maybe a more evening kind of dress. So yeah, I love that. And we've also, if that wasn't enough, we have now also got, we've got a tiny, you can see we've only got a few meters of this left. How much have we got left? We've got 5.5 meters of this left, and this is it on a viscose jersey. So the viscose jerseys that we've got are again super drapey, really soft. They've got a bit of a crepe texture to them, hoping you can see. Perfect for all your stretch garments. I'm going to show you another one which I love. This is another old favourite, so this is the foliage canopy, and again you may remember we've had this in on a cotton lawn. We've got it in on a cotton lawn again. I made a sew over it penny dress out of that, and I will pop a link to the video up here so you can see it. And I absolutely love that dress, and I love this print. So because we've got the jersey in, I'm going to make a Tilly and the Buttons Joni dress out of this, but you could use it for wrap dresses. The cashmere wrap dress would be lovely. You could use it for tops. It would make a lovely version of the Sheona dress. Feels very strange saying that, with a the ruffle hem, so the top version, the ruffle hem would look lovely, like more like a sort of peplum style. But yeah, I just love that. Again, the colourway is perfect for kind of the autumn winter months, and although it's a viscose jersey, because it's got that crepey texture, it's quite warm. And in my makes video, which will be next week or the week after I get back from holiday, I have actually used this in a different print in the flora and fauna that I showed you in my plans video to make a Joni dress, and I love it. So yeah, I'm going to add another one to the pile. That would be my fourth. Okay, so that's those ones. While I'm on stretch, I'm going to show you a couple of others. So the first one I'm going to show you is the one that I'm wearing, because I just love it, so bear with me. Okay, I'm causing chaos again. Everything's just piling up around me, and it's probably all going to fall down, but I'll fix it later. This doesn't happen very often, that I get to show the completed garment with the actual bolt of fabric. We haven't put this online, which is why it's still there, but quite a lot of it's gone in the shop, so we only have 10.5 meters of this left. But this is the Jasmine Moonlight Gold. Yes, Jasmine Moonlight Gold cotton jersey. So it is 95% cotton, 5% spandex. Ooh, please don't fall. It's got this, obviously, this lovely mustard gold background, and if I hold it up close, you can see all those lovely dragonflies on it. And I really, really love it because it's got these little pink and turquoise accents on it. I also really love it because it's a really nice weight. So it's a cotton jersey, so it doesn't cling too much. It is really nice to work with. The edges don't really curl. It's just, yeah, really quite stable, which is brilliant if you're looking for kind of a dress weight jersey. Something like this dress, because it doesn't have darts in it, you want a jersey that can hold its shape, so it would also work really nicely for a Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa. You could use it for more sort of lightweight, loose fitting tops and tees, so like the grain line plantain. It would make a nice version of that. I'm conscious of my battery, so I'm going to keep powering through. This is my... Sorry guys, my battery went. I knew it wasn't going to make it. I deliberately didn't bring one because I bought a new charger and a new set of batteries to keep here and a set at home so that I'd never run out, but someone's moved them and I can't find them. So I've had to switch to my phone, which means I'm going to be looking slightly in the wrong direction, but I hope it doesn't distract. And I've had to change it around because I can't put this tripod where the other one was. So I'm sorry about the change of shop. If I stand here and hide the door, you can still see, and I was trying to hide the mess, but I'll just show you. You guys don't mind, you want to see the fabric. So I was saying, this is one of my favourites. This is called the Tulip Stamp Ponte, and it is this lovely combination of tealy colour and the pink, and it is a Ponte Roma, so it's a nice weight. It's got a really nice amount of stretch, and I already know what I'm going to make with this because I've had my eye on it since I picked it up from the supplier, and I'm going to make a sew over it heather dress with it. It's the perfect weight for that, and I just absolutely love the colour combination, kind of green and pink. I've said it loads of times before, or to that variation, are green and pink are pretty much my favourite colour combos, if you hadn't guessed already. And speaking of which, this isn't quite the same, but it is a version of green and pink. This is a lighter weight viscose jersey. I'm just going to find the end of it. I love this so much. It's a more geometric print, and it's called Claudia, and it's got these sort of fan shapes on it, a bit Art Deco inspired, with a really pale blush pink, a darker purple, and the turquoise accents on there. This one's got a lot more stretch because it's obviously a lighter weight viscose jersey. Again, it would be perfect for wrap dresses, anything that needs a little bit of movement. It would of course make a lovely Tilly and the Buttons journey dress because I'm obsessed with them. I also thought that this fabric, when we had this in early in the year, I paired it with the Tilly and the Buttons Freya dress from her book, which is not dissimilar shape from this, except it's a much more A-line dress, and it's got an option to have pleats on the bust, which if I remember correctly, the sample was made up in mustard, which is why it made me think of this fabric. This has obviously got a really nice print on it too. And then I'm just going to show you one other Ponte, which has just come in. It is a Ponte, but it isn't super heavyweight. In fact, I would say, although it's called a Ponte, I might change that and call it a jersey because it isn't as heavy as you might expect from a Ponte. And it has got, if I stand back, obviously it's got the navy and slightly off-white print on it. And if you look closely, it's skulls. an ex-designer print, and I know it won't be to everyone's taste, but I love it. It's just something a little bit different, and it would make a really, really striking dress or jumper. Yeah, really, really love that one. And that one is called the Dita jacquard jersey, and it's a jacquard jersey because the print is woven into the fabric, it's not printed on. So that's those ones. I really shouldn't get out of breath talking, should I? Why am I out of breath just talking? I really am not liking the door and the emergency exit signs. I keep trying to block it. Okay, so I've moved again because I really didn't like having that door in the background. I'll just take on a little tour of the shop. I won't, but I have done that already, and I'll link that up above if you want to see some of the rest of the shop. Anyway, as I'm piling stuff behind me, this one, oh, amazing. Obviously it's another jersey. It is a fine knit, so it's really, really good for things like cardigans. It would also, it's got a nice, really nice drape to it. It's got these sort of coral blues and greys to it, and that sparkle. I'm loving that sparkle, and it's nice and stretchy but not too stretchy. I think it would make a really nice, really funky, sort of soft, lighter weight linden sweatshirt, or again something like the plantain or the cocoa, but it would also make an amazing dress, and I think it would obviously be fun at matching those stripes, but I think the effect would be really good. Or you could maybe do a bit of contrasting. So if you had a pattern, again, I'm just talking about this one because that's what I've been making recently, but you could use it horizontally for the main part of the body, and then you could have the stripes going the other way because you don't need the stretch. That is the deco stripe jersey, and it's just fab. The stripes run that way, so yeah, I love that. Feeling very warm in here. Maybe even though it's 18 degrees remaining, it's a bit hot to be wearing tights. The final two that I'm going to show you are in a similar vein, so they're also fine knits, and these two have a really lovely rib texture to them. They are, I'm very close to the camera, aren't I? Sorry if I'm scaring any of you. I'll hold the fabric up instead. This is a navy, you can see it better there, and it's got a silver metallic thread shot through it as well. Really nice and stretchy, it's soft, and we've also got it in a more teal kind of colourway, which I will grab, which there you go, that looks a little bit more glitzy than the navy, so it kind of depends. You could dress it up or down, but it would even just make really, really nice cardigans, jumpers. I think it would make, and my plan is to make a couple of long line Helen's Closet Blackwood cardigans. I'll pop a picture of the pattern that I mean up there if you haven't seen it, because I think that's a really nice way when you're just wearing jeans and things in the winter or the autumn and you want to kind of cheer yourself up a bit, add a little bit of sparkle with a really lovely soft silver sparkle cardi. And I was just looking at it, yeah, they're just called teal rib knit and navy rib knit metallic, and yeah, I love them. So that was a bit of a whistle-stop tour of some of my favourites. We have got so many other fabrics in that I could show you, but we're kind of now adding new fabrics each week rather than putting them all on in one go. So it's really, really worth checking the new arrival section on the website if you haven't recently. Every week we'll add new things in. There's a lot more here that I could show you, and then there'll also be more stock coming in before I go away on my holiday. But yeah, I think that is it for now. Please do ask me any questions about the fabrics that you want down below, and I will endeavour to try and answer them. If you're not already following, I would really, really love it. Sorry, if you're not already subscribed, I would really, really love it if you would subscribe to the channel, and then obviously you'll be able to see all of my weekly videos. This weekend I am off to Cambridge Cambridge for the Sewing Weekender, which is organised by the lovely ladies at the Fold Line and Charlotte from English Girl at Home, and 100 sewists get together and basically spend the weekend sewing, and I am one of 4 people that are giving a talk over the weekend. So I'm going to be doing a talk for them all about what it's really like to own your own fabric and sewing business. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to meeting people that I haven't met yet and catching up with people that I have. I haven't actually written my talk yet, and it's in 2 days, but that's fine. I'm sure I will fit that in, and fingers crossed it goes well. And then next week I think I'm going to do well, there's a couple of different videos that I've got lined up, so I won't say which one I'm going to do yet because I'm not 100% certain. And then I'm off to Portugal for a week's holiday, which is very, very exciting. I haven't been on holiday properly, as in with my husband and not picking up any work, for a couple of years. So we're going away for a week to the sunshine, and yeah, we're really, really looking forward to it. I will see you before then anyway. So I hope you all have a lovely week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've liked the fabrics. I'm going to go and clear up the mess that I've made, and I will see you again next week. Bye guys.